Warning, spoilers ahead. If you don't want to be spoiled about Stronger and most of the Heisei Kamen Rider shows, basically from this point on, we're just going to be discussing a separate topic from the episode. So if you want to stop, you can stop. Or if you're not worried about spoilers, listen on.
Do you guys think that Poppy is going to succumb to the curse of the female rider?
No.
No?
I mean, okay. You mean the she dies or the she doesn't do anything one?
That she dies.
Okay, that's a 50-50 one. But if she lives, I think she'll be good. If she dies, I don't. I mean, this show is okay. I'm saying like 30% she dies, 60 whatever, or 70% she lives and she's a good character. I mean, the level difference might hit her later on, but I can see her staying on in this show. Because like this was originally a four-writer show, right? So,
Actually, it was advertised as a three-rider show.
well, I mean the point is we had like five of these fuckers running around at one point and it was still okay. So, bringing a fourth one back should be decent.
Vashi, Decade? Do you think that
Oh,
she'll
oh,
fall
sorry,
into the
yeah,
curse
yeah.
of the female rider?
I hope not, personally. But it's hard to tell. I mean, they've not done well in the past, obviously, because this is a damn thing. I'm hoping she doesn't. I really, really hope she doesn't. It's like beyond the fact that I want to see a female writer survive to the end.
Well, there's two that live to the end. The problem is if you live to the end, you never show up again.
I call bullshit on one of those.
Which one?
You know the one.
The one from Wizard or the one from Decade?
The one from Decade.
That suit was too good to lose.
For those of you at home, the curse of the female rider is basically pretty much all the female Kamen Riders die. The first one, back in Kamen Rider Ryuki,
No. The first one is from fucking Stronger.
really?
Yeah, Tackle. Because, like, they don't call her female Kamen Rider, but she's basically a female Kamen Rider. And she's more badass than Stronger, but she dies. Like, heroically, but yeah, she goes down.
The first recognized female Kamen Rider then appeared in Ryuki's movie, which was an alternate ending. She dies, which Ryuki's whole theme was like they were fighting to the death.
Yeah, it's weird how she dies. It's more like she was in a fight. Like, you could technically say she took enough damage and she died from internal bleeding or whatever, but, like, nobody else has that problem, so that's fucking bullshit. Also, I just saw that movie. Holy shit, the Agito cameos. That's amazing.
I miss
Yeah.
when those things happened.
Oh, man. The fun thing is, like, when you go into Kabuto, there's a lot of those also, but that's because it was an anniversary series.
In Fies, there was a female rider. She dies,
That was such bullshit.
right?
Okay, when Delta dies, the first Delta, the perfect Delta user, right?
Which was her.
Yeah. And then when like Delta gets like a semi-permanent user, like the person helping him out is way more qualified. She gets the henshin for like less than 30 seconds.
Right.
And she never does.
So she
such
doesn't
bullshit.
count because she was just a temporary.
I know, that pissed me off so much. I'm like, I almost stopped the show at that point. Because I'm like, this is straight up bullshit.
The writers did that on purpose.
Fucking bullshit. I mean, the Hibiki one, like, straight up made me stop Hibiki when they fucking did that shit. I mean, not the female writer dies, because, like, that character was a one-shot. She was gonna be dead anyway. But, like, the one that they were building off, like, oh, you're the writer in training. You're gonna take over next. It goes, like, 40 episodes in. It's like, nah, I don't think I feel like being a writer. I mean, I'm like, fuck you. Like, straight up, man, I stopped Hibiki because of that. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm done, show.
Yeah, Hibiki had a female writer who was an
Actually, had
antagonist for him.
two. Yeah.
Well, that one girl again doesn't count.
Okay, fine. Well, she gets the henshin in the movie, so I guess that's okay.
Oh, I didn't watch the movie. But yeah, Hibiki had an actual female writer. She dies. Blade's movie, which was alternate universe, had a female writer. She dies.
Well, the whole new sets of writers die in Blade's alternate movie, so
Well, yeah, but one of them was female, so she fell to the curse of the female writer.
okay, fine.
And then we get to Decade, and Decade's main series was just anniversary writers with a couple extra, and then a finale movie, which was embarrassingly terrible already, turns the female character that's been following Decade around the entire time into a writer for no reason, and she lives, but that's the last we ever saw of her.
Yeah, she wins the writer battle. It's mostly like Decade lets her win, and then we never see her again, which is such bullshit. I hope Poppy survives, so she comes back in a crossover movie, and then we get more female writers coming back, because the dead male writers can just show up. Why the fuck can't the female ones? You know what the worst part is? They did bring Tackle back once. It was fucking terrible. Nadeshiko lived though, so Forze.
Nadeshiko?
Sorry, yeah.
Didn't she die?
No, she just went into space.
Fine. They treated it like she died.
She went off into space because in one of the other movies she shows back up in one of the other crossover movies.
Yeah, she's in Megamax, I know that.
And then I didn't watch Wizard, but there was a female writer in there who lived.
Yeah, Wizard's awesome because the main female villain actually has a twin and she's a writer. So she gets to play the main female villain and the female writer.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's pretty good.
And then the last female writer before X-Aid was in Gaim, who jumps off a building trying to avoid a bomb.
Okay, at least that's a realistic death. Sort of. Yeah, whatever. At least she came back. She's in Go Riders, so
Yeah, as
that's
a
something.
revived writer. She died.
Whatever, man. At least she got to come back.
Yeah, that's more than can be said for some of these people.
I know.
Most of them, actually. But yeah, that's the curse of the female writer. Most of them die. So will Poppy be another victim, or...
Yeah, you either die or you win and you never show back up again. Oh, actually, you missed one. Well, the first Agito.
Oh, she died, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That was actually the whole point of the series. That's what started
Yes.
it all.
That's actually handled relatively well, though, so yeah,
Yeah,
I can sort of let it pass. Actually, technically, you can count because Agito's girlfriend sort of starts becoming in. So yeah, she lived.
she's becoming an Agito, but does she count as a writer?
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's well, that's the thing. If you live, you never show up again, right?
Right.
And the thing is, if you're a normal, perfect Agito, you have the same suit. So they could just say, oh, look, it's the female one. You know, if normal Agito shows up,
They'll
there's
never
no
do
difference. Come on. It's so dumb.
that.
At this point, they could just have a female writer movie if they wanted to, or a special or something. Oh, no. Ixa. Okay, Ixa's iffy, but whatever. It had 2 female users, so that's fine.
They were just one-offs, though, weren't they?
No, Megumi got to henshin a couple times, but fair enough. Yeah, Ixa's weird because it's got at least 6 people. No, then there's a couple fangires, so
Well,
at least
let's
8
only
people
look
using
at
that.
primary users.
Okay, Yuri uses it maybe twice. Megumi at least 2 times, I think. Yeah, it's still kind of temporary.
Because if you want to get into anyone who's henshined ever, then there are a lot more women who survive, including in Fies when one of the villains henshins with Kaisa's belt.
Yeah, fair enough. It's so weird because Toei has 3 shows and they basically all have the same formula and run. So it's got Rider Sentai and Pretty Cure. And I'm like, you're literally doing fucking tokusatsu in animation form because it's a magical girl show. It's like, why won't you let the female writers live, Toei? Like, what is your problem? Because like the female Sentai members show up. You know, this is the whole problem because Tackle. You know what? What's even worse is because Tackle didn't get a number in the original because she doesn't count towards the original because it's like the legendary 7 instead of the legendary 8. That's the biggest fucking problem. Because you can say, well, she was dead. I'm like, so was fucking Rider Man and he counts. Let's sign off.
Thank you for joining us tonight. See you next time.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. See you guys next time.
Later, everyone. Catch you next time.